restarted just a couple of seconds later. How about that? I'm going to let you finish this turn out. Get my hand to rest here. If that's all right.
Oh, yeah. Just let me know when you want to get back on it.
Okay, I can do it now.
All right, you have the controls?
I have the controls.
You have the controls.
Of course, flying with Arden the other day, there was still more of the me tensing up.
Oh, yeah.
And what have you. Now, of course, that was with somebody different, too, so...
Well, as long as you recognize that when you're starting to tense up.
Yeah, well, he was having to mention it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was having to remind me about it, too, so... I don't know how I'm doing today on that.
You're doing better. There's a few times these last couple landings, that's why I reminded you to be calm with it, that I saw you were starting to get a little jerky on the controls. That's why I reminded you to be nice and smooth on the controls.
Okay.
But you weren't getting tense, you were just starting to get a little jerky on it.
Hey, well, like I said, I could kind of feel this hand cramping up, which...
Oh, yeah. Well, make sure on downwind there's a chance to rest your hand, so don't hold it as tightly.
Alright. Are we going to keep on going, or...?
Yeah, we'll keep doing touch and goes right now. Doing a little confidence building for you.
Kilo, right on Delta, taxi park.
Right on Delta, taxi to parking, 3 Charlie Kilo.
Bradbury Tower, TACNAV 19 Alpha Alpha. Beam the numbers. 35 downwind for the option.
TACNAV 19 Alpha Alpha, runway 35, clear for the option.
35, clear for the option. 19 Alpha Alpha.
Yeah, in case you're wondering where you are right now, you're very close to solo. I just want you to build up a little bit more confidence before we solo you.
Sure.
I want you to be confident in your own abilities, because you can do this. You can easily do this. Consistency is there now. I'm not really seeing many mistakes from you. When they are, they're smaller mistakes, which is much better.
Well, that's definitely a good thing. And again, I feel more and more comfortable every time we go up. So.
Oh, yeah. Did you call in downwind?
Yes.
Okay.
Oop. Yeah, we were beaming the numbers before I was able to make that call.
Oh, that's right. You did make that call. I did beam the numbers. I remember that.
Angle, push.
Okay.
Good.
Get back over to the right here.
We got to arrest you for drunk driving here pretty soon.
Yeah, no kidding. There's just enough crosswind there to...
It's strange. That's one of the hardest motor skills to get, because you never really use your feet like that. Having to use your feet to balance. It's like driving a car off your feet.
Right.
Steering a car off your feet.
Practice, practice, practice.
And imagine it'll make a good dancer in the end. Nimble feet. Want to stretch out your hand?
Oh, I'm good. It's that forearm muscle from staying up on the throttle.
Just have a nice loose grip on it and move it when you need to move it.
Yeah, I still had that death grip thing going on.
It's not going anywhere. But you're liking the cool weather now?
Oh, yeah.
Much more comfortable flying this thing. When it's
Yeah.
not 100 degrees.
It is. The other day with Arden, I actually ended up having to close this window over here, and he had his closed.
Oh yeah, it's because you guys are still nervous and slightly hot in the airplane where we're completely used to it. Oh, that's a gorgeous plane. The nice thing about DFW is that it's a very big cargo airport, so you see all sort of exotic 747s and MD-11s and A300s coming in. Go ahead and do a full stop on this one.
Okay. Grand Prairie Tower, Technam 19 Alpha Alpha. Midfield downwind 35. We're going to go to the full stop this time.
Technam 9 Alpha Alpha, runway 35, clear to land.
35 clear to land, 19 Alpha Alpha. Yeah, I definitely feel good. Much better than I have. And of course there's... Did you just do something?
Oh, what?
Did you just do something?
No.
Okay. Felt like something shifted in the plane that I didn't do there.
No. I'm just observing.
Oh, okay.
I'm not here.
But yeah, I'm definitely feeling a lot better than what I did.
Good.
So, I got a little bit nervous with Arden the
Technam
other day.
180 Whiskey Golf, Grand Prairie Ground, runway 135, taxi via.
With,
Change.
I'm sorry?
That changes. Ooh.
What are you talking about with Arden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we all teach, like I said, we all teach different. We all fly differently.
Exactly.
This style of pulling out the last second, I don't really do that. I do that when I fly heavier planes, but certainly not this. But if it works fine in this, man, that's perfectly fine. I tend to fly this a bit like a glider at the end, where I just kind of let it glide down the last 50 feet or so.
Well,
But that's just me.
like I said, I found a POH download today, and
Yeah.
it was a supplemental one.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it described, is exactly what you've been teaching me from the get-go.
Yep. If this works perfectly fine. I'm happy with it. I like it a little bit better. You're a lot more in control, and there's not that dive factor at the end of it. That's going to be different each time you come in. It's very consistent how you're coming in this way.
Okay. But yeah, just, flying with him, it's flying with somebody else, a different instructor that's not used to me yet. So he's talking me through a lot more stuff, and when I'm being talked through everything, I'm losing a little bit of confidence there,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Angle,
Good.
push.
A little bit too much left rudder there,
Yeah.
but that's fine. I had one student where we're accelerating along. He's doing nice and fine. He gets up to about 50 knots. He adds a touch of right rudder, and the plane begins to veer to the right. And then he promptly adds all of the right rudder. I don't know why he did that. In this plane, we found ourselves like this angle jetting off the side of
boy.
the grass.
That's funny.
Not quite sure why he decided to go from slight right rudder to full right rudder. He'll come to a stop here.
Here?
Yeah, and the call is just you let him know you're clear of the active. So no, don't switch.
Oh.
Grand Prairie Tower, Technam 19 Alpha Alpha, clear the active.
Technam 9 Alpha Alpha, taxi depart.
Then
Taxi depart, Technam 9 Alpha Alpha.
so you just got send a reminder, hey, I'm clear of the active, and then if they say taxi to park. If not, say contact ground, then we just switch over to ground. But what you want to do is you want to pull off the runway until your tail is clear of that line there, the runway entrance line there.
Uh-huh.
So you want to make sure your tail, not just where we are is clear of it, but the tail, the whole aircraft is clear of that line.
Right. And I'm going to have to review that, or you're going to have to tell me again, because I didn't even understand what was said there. Honestly.
So what I said is Grand Prairie Tower, Technam 19 Alpha Alpha, clear the active. So clear the active runway.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because we could pull off a runway onto another runway, but only one of them is the active runway. So that's why I'm saying clear the active.
Okay.
And at that point, they just said, okay, Technam 19 Alpha Alpha, taxi to park. So they just said, go ahead and taxi.
Okay.
In that case, we can stay on their frequency. But if they say taxi to park, monitor ground, obviously we monitor ground. But if they say contact ground, well, then you contact ground as well. But if they just say taxi to park, you can stay on their frequency.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know.
Quite frankly, they don't need two controllers here. They can get away with one working both. Ground and, well, with the exception of IFR clearances. Because those take up a good minute or two.
Yeah, otherwise I can see. Yeah, that I don't ever see it that busy here. Not even as busy as that one day we went to Arlington.
Oh yeah.
And I went there with you. Okay.
Make sure parking brake's set before we shut down.
All right.
Whenever it's a good practice to get into. Whenever you come to a full stop, put that parking brake on. So that way, if you don't get caught out, maybe at an unfamiliar airport parking, you don't realize it's slope as much as it is, and the plane starts rolling away.
This is true.
That's a good practice to get into. Setting that parking brake whenever you stop.
That's true.
Even holding short of the runway, just set it, and then make sure you let it go when you start moving again. Right.
Okay. All right.
781.7. I got it. You can go ahead and shut it down.
81.7.
Make sure you put avionics off first. Good.
All right. Okay, so maybe that thing, I want to just kill it.